Yo, 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 it's your boy One Deep 215 back with another video. Today we're going to talk about the mindset of men, and that mindset being when you think you got a woman, when you think she's yours, you think you're doing something. Maybe you got a little cootie cat, maybe you got a couple I love you texts, maybe she met your folks, maybe y'all agreed that y'all gonna be exclusive. But sometimes wool can be pulled over your eyes, and she not yours at all. You know, she's not yours, it's just your turn. Because a lot of women nowadays believe in that logic. They believe in being overly promiscuous. They believe in keeping their options open. They believe in their men. They believe in being just like men, you know, whether it's right or wrong. So I don't want to see my man falter. I don't want to see my man being blind, being used, being abused, whatever you want to call it. I don't want to see it. Y'all know, spread awareness on this channel. And that's what we're going to do in this video. Now, one of the tips I'm going to give you right off the bat is you can't listen to what a woman say. I can't stress that point enough. What they say means nothing. What they say means nothing. Actions speak louder than words, especially with women. So she can sit there and say all the right things because she a woman and she probably been with different men before and that she been through this thing we call life. So a lot of women know what to say and how to say it and when to say it and what have you. But forget all that. Forget what she's telling you. Go by what she's doing. If she's telling you all these great things, but it ain't equating to nothing in the real world that's beneficial to you, then you got your answer. Because you cannot listen to what these women say. I don't care who it is. And a lot of these tips that I'm giving is for men that's in new relationships. Don't get me wrong. It works for any man in long relationships, short relationships, or even if you're not in a relationship. It works for every man in some type of way. But most of this stuff I'm rattling off is stuff that you early in some type of relationship, or you about to be in a relationship, or you getting to know a chick, or whatever the case may be. So it don't speak to every single landscape of a situationship or relationship or whatever, but it speaks volumes in most of these ways, you know. But I'm mainly going at my guys in these new relationships, and y'all thinking I got one and she's this and she's that, and I hope so, bro. But we also not gonna be naive, and we gonna have that knowledge and that awareness. So yeah, them words mean nothing. That's right off the bat. I had to go to that one first just because women are liars. I mean, I tried to sugarcoat it and think of a different word, but they liars. I'm sorry if I offended anybody, but they are. Now, the women will say we liars too, and they probably have their own reasons for that. That's fine. But we gonna keep it a buck over here. And women will lie through their teeth to you. They just will. And it could be about something very small. It could be about something on a massive level. There's no gray area. They just lie. It's like they trained to lie. So I don't know no woman that's not a liar. I know some that's more liars more than others. I do. There's levels to this. But I don't know a woman that don't lie. I just don't. Not in these modern times. I just don't. So go with that one. You know, them words gotta match your actions right off the bat. Another one is something more on a smaller level, but I hear it a lot and I see it a lot. Tell the truth, I done benefited a lot, and I'm not flattered by it. But women that don't really bang with you like that will flirt with other men in your presence. They just will, and there should be no tolerance for that. That shouldn't be tolerated at all. Not saying you gotta do something to her, but you just know this ain't my chick. She ain't the one for me. I'm gonna leave this situation alone. Because not only that's a sign she don't like you, that's a sign she don't respect you. And what I mean by I benefited from that and it was distasteful, I've been in public settings where I was confused. I'm like, I'll have a woman, start off very modest and mild, and then it turn to full-blown flirting, and they with somebody, and I'm like, that must be her brother, and you can just tell by the energy or the way he look at you, like, oh, that ain't her brother. They must be with each other. And they talking to you or laughing at your jokes or leaning on sleight of hand, little stuff like that. They'll lean on your shoulder and everything. You be like, oh shit, you know. And most time women flirt, obviously, in the company of their own self. But when they doing it with so-called boyfriend or future boyfriend or somebody that's a prospect to them, it's just flat out disrespectful. So if you dealing with a woman that flirts with other men in your presence, not only she's not yours, she don't respect you, bruh. She don't. And I see it a lot. I see it. I just be like, damn, like she's very, you know, chipper. You know, let me tell y'all something about women. They're going to flirt. Whether you condone it or not. I'm not saying condone it because they're going to do it anyway. I'm talking about out of your presence. Women are flirts for the most part. All women ain't on that massive level of being a flirt, but some of them are. Some of them is just small flirts. But for the most part, don't let no woman fool you. I'm not really a big flirt. Most women flirt with men. Most of them do it out of your presence. They do it when you're not around. But I'm not saying that's okay, because it depends on what type of guy you is, if you're going to let that rock out. For the most part, in my eyes, it is what it is. Obviously, as long as it ain't in my presence, but I digress. That's more of a you thing. If you don't tolerate flirting on no level, whether you're around or not, then you put that down. You know, you let that be known. You feel me? Let's move on from that one. Another reason a woman is probably not yours if she always busy. Look, fellas, we live in the world of busyness. I get it. People got grinds, people got side hustles, people got children, people got things that they gotta do, right? But, y'all knew a but was coming, didn't y'all? But, let me tell y'all about women. Women will make time for men they like. Period. I don't want nobody to hit me with it don't depends on the motherfucking thing. I've been around this earth, and I had women like me, I had women not like me. I'm in this group too. And that's one of the big ways to weed out who rocking with you. That is, I should have said that first, but it is what it is. If a woman is always busy, I ain't gonna just say she flat out don't like you, but she's not for you. If you looking for something, and all this is subjective, you might be just getting your rocks off. If y'all agreeing to just making each other feel good, this don't pertain to none of y'all. To keep it a buck, because a lot of men be like, I don't even care if she busy, because I ain't really, that's different. I'm talking to my men that think they got somebody. And I hope you do. You know, this ain't doom and gloom. Some of these things I'm rounding off, y'all might be like, oh, shit, and none of that. I might have one. So that's what I want. This ain't all just to find a chick that ain't rocking with you. You can check these boxes off and say, oh, she do got time for me. She is this. She don't flirt with men in front or whatever. So this is on the good level as well. But I gotta keep it real. Women will make time for men they like. They just will. And this is for women that really is busy. Let's say she really is busy. She got kids. She got family obligations. She got work. She got her side hustle. She got a second job. She go to the gym. She go here. That's a real thing that women deal with every day. But guess what? When she like you, one of them things I read off is going to be compromised. When you tell her you want to see her, or she deems she want to see you, something is going to get pushed to the back burner for the man she likes. Period. In discussion. There's no woman that's ever too busy. There's no woman that's ever too busy. I said that because I just know when a woman, and she don't have to be madly in love with you. She don't have to want to have your kids. She don't have to really embrace your time and all. It ain't even on that deep of a level. Woman likes guy. Woman makes time for guy. And it's as simple as that. That's fact. Now, like I said, if y'all know y'all just on something casual and y'all making each other feel good, whether it's physical, mental, whatever, y'all know what I mean with that, then obviously there's things that is going to reign true on the other end because it ain't that deep. She like, yeah, I like him, but this ain't nothing serious, so I'm going to give him some time, but it ain't going to be at the discretion of this. I'm not going to put that to the back burner because this a guy We just doing our thing. Then, yeah. But if it's some type of relationship in order or on the table, and she like you, time is nothing for a woman if she bang with you. So I hear a lot of men talk about how busy and how bossed up a chick is. She could be as bossed up as she want to be. I don't care how much is on her plate. She's never going to hit you with the busy, busy, busy. Now, I said the word never, and I use that word somewhat loosely because obviously it might be a time that she really is busy. A time. A, meaning one. There's not really a whole bunch of, damn, I can't today. Oh, man, I got that thing to do. I'm just telling y'all need to take that one. Don't take that one with a grain of salt. Really, that, like I said, that should have been the first thing I rattled off. Because they'll hit you with that busy stuff, and you just got to know. Yeah, this ain't it. This is the second time in the last 4 days she was busy. Not a coincidence, bruh. Not a coincidence. And like I said, these don't mean these women hate you. They just don't like you on the way that you think. They don't. They don't like you on the way, yeah, she really rock with me. No, she don't. She might like something about you. Because like I tell y'all all the time, any attention is good attention from a woman. With a woman. I'm going to rephrase that. When a woman is getting attention from a man, whether she likes him or not, it's good on all levels. Because it's like, I don't like him that much, but he gives me the attention that this guy or that guy, or and it might not be no other guy in the picture, but he give me the attention that I like. So I'll stick around, feed him from a long spoon, and get my kudos, get my, whatever off that way. But I'm not there going to be serious with this guy. He's not taking up all my time. We probably won't link up. I know I'm probably not giving him none. These type of things tend to go through women's minds, and I'm keeping it real, y'all. Like, y'all got to know this stuff. Y'all got to know. Not, like, y'all know I tell no lies. I get nothing out of this. I'm just giving awareness. But yeah, that's definitely one. It's one of them things. Like I said, she not yours. It's just your turn. And that phrase speaks volumes. Women believe in that, especially nowadays. The hookup culture is at an all-time high. The side chick culture is at an all-time high. These women out here giving turns to men. They're giving turns to men. That's how promiscuous a lot of them is nowadays. And it's like, he's something to do. He's fun for now. He makes me laugh. I like his smile. They don't automatically, just because of those things alone, it don't mean that they like you, bruh. Because what I'm seeing is a lot of men step out of bounds and go overboard with women that really don't like them like that. Or they like a certain thing about them. Or they getting some type of benefit off of something, but they don't like the human being. You feel me? So we not doing that. It ain't that deep to really like be on no type of, oh, well, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. You don't have to do all that for these women. You don't. A woman that likes you ain't going to make you do all this stuff. Now, women are women. So if you're going to do that, they're going to take the attention, the validation, the gifts, the dinners. They'll take that from any man, even if they like him. If they like a guy, they're going to let him, because that's just the human nature of a woman, right? But it's not going to be forced. And if you do things, it's going to be reciprocated back. She might hit you with the, I got the bill this time. Things of that nature. And that's second level stuff. Once you get a little deeper, not real deep, because a date is a date, but a little, deeper in said situationship, I'm going to call it. She is not going to be gimme with a guy she really likes. It's not. I'm sorry, and I know that's hard for men to believe because we live in such a monetary society where everything is like money and what you can do for me. But believe it or not, when a woman really likes you, you don't have to spend a whole bunch of money on her, bruh. You don't have to. Is she going to take it? Yes, she would take it from a guy she don't like, and she would take it from a guy she like. But it's up to the guy that's doing it. But she's not making. She only making guys that she don't like that much do these obstacles and foolish things of, I want this, I want that. When we go here, you're paying. It better be this type of place and stuff like that. And y'all know I say that. I regurgitated that plenty of times on this channel. And the only reason why is because it's so true. I'm not staring nobody wrong. It don't take a certain type of guy. It ain't, one deep, that's just in your world, your small world, it ain't like that for all men. No, I see other men too. Everything I say ain't based off what I see, because that would be foolish. That would just be putting myself in a, like, everybody ain't me or whatever. I'm talking about I see it with other men. They're not making these guys do a whole bunch of stuff, y'all. They not. And that shows that the woman likes them. That's a sign too, believe it or not. I gotta put that in there. If she's making you go through hoops and prove yourself and prove how much you make and prove how much you try to spend on her, she don't like you that much. Is I'm gonna say she don't like you at all? No. I ain't gonna go that far. That's a bit of a stretch to say she don't like you at all. But she don't fully like you. And nowadays, men, y'all don't have y'all time to be wasted. It's 2025 going into 2026. Who want to be with a chick that you know you behind the eight ball and everything? You trying to work your way up to her so-called level, or you trying to show your appreciation? Don't show no appreciation to these women. They're going to reciprocate it to you. They're going to, like, tell you sometimes I got it. They're going to tell you, we don't got to go to, no, that place costs, ain't that joint like $100 a plate? Women will say this to men they really like, because it's like, I'm not trying to put you in a compromising position. I see a future with you. It might be a day where we live together. I want your finance. Believe it or not, I know it sounds dreamy and second level, but women, a lot of these women are playing strategic moves, and they playing chess out this joint. They are. They not playing checkers. And they like, this is a guy that I care about. I care about his well-being. You know what I'm saying? So, and don't get me wrong, that comes down the road. It ain't like day one they gonna act like that, because they don't know you. But y'all know what I mean. You know, another reason just to get through this joint, you know, obviously sex, gotta say, because if a woman not giving you sex, right, and you feel as though the relationship, situationship, dating process done manifested itself where that should be on the table, 9 times out of 10, I ain't gonna say this is 100%, but 9 times out of 10, she don't like you, bruh. Because let me tell you something. Women, a lot of men, for whatever reason, think, I don't know, they see all this nasty sexually class stuff that women are doing, and then in the back of their mind, they meet real women in real life and think, shit, but she ain't like that, or she don't like, not saying she's a whore or she's a 304 or none of that, but just the woman's gender in general. We see all these things that women are doing. That's on a different level. Let's put them on the 304 OnlyFans level. That's not your average woman. They are different women. Like, I agree to that. But let's just take the gender as a whole. A lot of y'all men, for whatever reason, y'all meet women and think women don't like sex. I don't know what it is. I hear it too much. I hear it from the younger community. I hear it from the middle-aged community, guys in my range. Fellas, women like sex too. I said that in another video, and I know it was somewhat funny to y'all, but y'all was like, damn, it's serious. It is. It is a serious statement. Women like sex, all right? Do they like it as much as men? Some probably do. I know a few nymphos myself. But no, overall, I would say men like sex more than women. Overall, on a gender landscape, yeah, yes. But do women just on the baseline like sex? Yes, they do. They might not all be 304s and OnlyFans whores, but they like sex. So they're not going to meet a guy they like. They like him, just like him. No love, no lust, no, oh, I want him to give me some kids. It don't have to be that deep. She just likes him. She finds him attractive on a baseline level. She likes his ghost on a baseline level. All this is baseline. She's not then going to say, well, I'm not going to have sex with this guy and all this old bullshit. She's not. The only way she is doing that, if you showing her signs of being somewhat of a simp or something, then I will say women, minds will change a little bit. Like a woman will like a guy when she meet him and y'all go out, she still like him. And then you can kind of talk your way out of sex. I do believe in that. I think men can run their mouth too much or be too gracious towards women or show simp behavior. Then a woman might be like, okay, let me put sex on the back burner with this guy, even though I'm attracted to. I can see that. But if you feel as though you just doing your due diligence and you just doing regular stuff and the relationship that matriculated in a regular level, at least in your eyes, and she's still not budging on sex, she don't like you. That's period, point blank, end of discussion. Because these women ain't making no guy that they like on whatever level. Wait, They'll make a guy wait just because of those reasons I said. Like I said, it is, I gotta be fair on this. It is men that talk their way out of sex, whether it's bad or good. Like, most time it's bad, obviously. But there's men that will be too nice and show too much, what's the word I'm looking for? Because it's weird. This is women we talking about. But I gotta be real. Just show too much patience and too much gratitude, and then somewhat be a simp and doing all these extra things. There are women that will say, you know what? I was going to show this guy the night of his life, but I can't now for whatever reason. I'm not taking up for it, but I do believe that's the thing where men talk their way out of sex. And it could be for simp stuff, or it could be just too gracious or too modest or too whatever the case may be. I don't even know what it is. I never moved in this way, but I know it's a thing, fellas. But at the end of the day, no matter how whatever reason she's doing it for, she's not the one for you either way. You know, she's just not the one for you, because if you feel as though the relationship is on that type time and you're ready, and she keep reneging or coming up with stuff or saying I'm not yet and all that, ain't no not yet. She don't really bang with you, and 9 times out of 10 you want to cut your losses and exit stage left on that chick. You just do. To sum it up, and I'm gonna leave it on this note, on this point. The final point of it is when these women become hot and cold, meaning inconsistent communication. Listen, chicks are very fickle. They just are, but they're very somewhat consistent. They have a schedule too, things that they just do on a regular basis. And when they put in you in their life, you're part of that consistency. She's not going to be blowing you up one day. Now, mind you, y'all been talking for how many weeks, months at this point. And then out of nowhere, she blowing you up one day, and then next day she not. And then 3 days go by, she blowing you up again. And then 2 days go by. It's not going to be like that. Women don't work like that. Not with somebody they like, I'm going to say. That's the important part. She like you. Not saying she got to blow you up, because that's where you step in and be like, yo, you drawing, you doing too much, or whatever. You know, women are women. They going to do that. They going to carry it that way anyway. But you're not going to get hot and cold vibes from a woman that rock with you. Especially y'all, you know, y'all working y'all way into that. It ain't going to go like that. It's going to be the same way. Now, if she never blew you up and never called you like that, then that's just what it is. The writing is on the wall. But she's not going to be all like on you and then be on some other stuff. It's like flaky. It's hot and cold behavior. It's like either she got something else going on or she just don't like me. And the last thing I'm going to leave y'all with is what I just said. Sometimes you just got to take what it is. You got to know that you're not going to be every woman's cup of tea. And sometimes it's not about looks. Sometimes your personality. Sometimes the things you got to offer. Sometimes your mannerisms. Sometimes the way you move. Sometimes it's your habits, your hobbies, whatever. I told y'all women are very fickle. They vain creatures. They different. But there's ways to move with them, you know, and show your interest and, you know, show what you got to offer, show what type of guy you is, without simping out, without being a clown, and without being used. That's the main thing. So my thing to men, my stance on this is sometimes just know you're not going. Rejection is nothing. We all been rejected. You're not going to be every woman's cup of tea. Every woman not going to be madly in love with you. Accept it. Don't try to win no woman over. Don't try to prove nothing to a woman. Nothing. I said that right the first time. I don't need to check it on nothing. It is what it is. There's nothing to prove to any woman. All you can do is put your best foot forward, be solid, be humble, be a human, and you're going to get the right one. But all that, I'm going to show her that the grass is green on the other side. I'm going to show her that her ex was corny and I'm the man. I'm going to show her that I get money. I'm going to show her that I'm willing to do all these things for her. Bruh, you fighting a losing battle. There's nothing to show the women. They're going to show you. Not saying they're going to do all them things for you. I'm saying they're just going to show you that they like, that they're interested and they like you. And then you move from there. But there's nothing to, you know, to give. Just yourself, your honesty, you know, things of that nature. But materialistic things and trying to sway her to this and all that is a losing battle. And I just want my men to be wise and have the knowledge. If you like this video, hit it with a like. Hype my videos up, y'all. Please get me out there. And tap the bell if you want to see when more of my videos come out in the future. As always, I see y'all on the next one.